Hello everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into a story that really makes you question where the line is in a relationship. It's a situation that got incredibly messy, all starting with a shocking declaration. Imagine this. Your partner looks you in the eye and says, "I'm not skipping girls' night just because your mom's in the hospital. She'll be fine." Let's call the couple in our story Mark and Sarah. They had been together for about 3 years, living what seemed like a happy life. They shared an apartment, had mutual friends, and were even talking about the future. But under the surface, cracks were beginning to show. Mark often felt that Sarah prioritized her social life, especially her girls' nights, over almost everything else. He'd brought it up a few times, gently at first, saying he missed her or wished they could have a quiet night, and Sarah would usually brush it off, saying he was being too clingy and that her friendships were just as important as their relationship. It was a recurring low-level point of friction. The real crisis began on a Tuesday afternoon. Mark got a call that no one ever wants to receive. It was his dad, his voice trembling. His mom had collapsed at home from a sudden, severe stroke. She was being rushed to the hospital, and things looked serious. Mark's world just stopped. He dropped everything at work, his mind a blur of panic and fear, and raced to the hospital. He immediately texted Sarah, "Mom had a stroke. I'm at the hospital. It's bad. Please come." For the next hour, Mark sat in the waiting room, pacing, checking his phone, and trying to process the doctor's grim words. He was alone, feeling the weight of the world on his shoulders. He texted Sarah again. "Any update? Are you on your way?" Finally, his phone buzzed. It was a text from Sarah. He opened it, expecting words of comfort or to hear she was in a taxi. But the message read, "Oh my God, that's awful. I hope she's okay, but I can't come tonight. It's Tiffany's birthday girls' night. We've had it planned for weeks. I can't just ditch everyone." Mark stared at the screen, completely stunned. He couldn't believe what he was reading. He called her immediately. "Sarah, what are you talking about? My mom is in the ICU. She might not make it through the night. I need you here." He could hear music and laughter in the background on her end of the line. Her voice was breezy, almost dismissive. "Babe, don't be so dramatic," she said. "Your dad is there, right? She's in the best place she can be. What are you even going to do just sitting there?" That's when she dropped the line that shattered everything. "Look, I'm not skipping girls' night just because your mom's in the hospital. She'll be fine. I'll pop by to see her tomorrow. I promise." The line went dead, but her words echoed in Mark's ears. "She'll be fine." It was the coldness, the complete lack of empathy that hit him like a physical blow. His mother was fighting for her life, and his partner, the person who was supposed to be his rock, was more concerned about a birthday party. In that moment, something inside him broke. The love and affection he had for Sarah evaporated, replaced by a cold, hard clarity. He realized this wasn't just about a missed party. It was about a fundamental difference in values, in what it means to be a partner. Mark spent the night by his mother's bedside, holding her hand, his phone silenced. He didn't want to see any more texts from Sarah. He focused entirely on his family. The next morning, his mom's condition had stabilized slightly, though she was far from out of the woods. As the sun came up, Mark felt a strange sense of calm. He knew what he had to do. He went home to their shared apartment while Sarah was out, likely at work or brunch. He packed a bag, grabbing only his most essential belongings. He looked around the space they had built together, but it felt alien to him now, tainted by the memory of her casual cruelty. He left a short, simple note on the kitchen counter. It didn't rage or accuse. It just said, "Sarah, your priorities were made very clear last night, so I'm making mine clear now. My family comes first. We are done. I will arrange to get the rest of my things later. Goodbye, Mark." He walked out the door and didn't look back. When Sarah finally did call later that day, he let it go to voicemail. Her messages started as confused, then became angry, and finally, desperate. She didn't understand. She accused him of overreacting, of being unfair. She insisted she had planned to visit the hospital that day, but for Mark, it was too late. The trust was gone. A relationship is a partnership, and a partner shows up when it counts. Not when it's convenient, not after the party is over, but in the darkest moments. Her actions showed him that in his moment of greatest need, she would not be there. Over the next few weeks, Mark dedicated himself to his mother's recovery. It was a long, difficult road, but having his family united was a powerful source of strength. He eventually arranged for a friend to help him move the rest of his belongings out of the apartment. He never saw Sarah again. This story is a stark reminder that love isn't just about the good times, the laughter, and the fun nights out. It's about who stands with you in the trenches. It's about empathy, support, and sacrifice. Sarah failed that test in the most spectacular way. Mark made a difficult choice, but he chose self-respect and the unwavering support of his family over a relationship that was ultimately empty at its core. He learned a painful but valuable lesson. You can't build a future with someone who won't even show up for your present. What do you all think? Was Mark's reaction justified, or did he overreact? Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. It's a tough situation, and I'm really interested to hear your perspectives. Thank you so much for watching and for being part of this community. If you found this story compelling, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing for more content. We'll see you in the next one.